Hello again, YouTube. Today I want to share my thoughts about the existence of God, the afterlife, reincarnation, all of that good stuff. I certainly think that these things exist. I think there's evidence to suggest that they exist. How do ghosts and other paranormal activity happen if they were not disembodied spirits? As far as the afterlife, there's lots of people who have died, left their body, come back to life, and were able to talk about what they've experienced. So I think that's a pretty good indicator that there is something that comes after life. Maybe you could say they didn't technically die, they were in between life and death. But there's a difference between a fake and a real out-of-body experience. If somebody can leave their body and describe something that was nowhere near them when they had died, and then is later confirmed to be there, then doesn't that give validity to the experience? I used to research lots of near-death experiences on the internet. There's lots of, there's probably thousands of documented near-death experiences on the internet, both the videos or even just you could read what they experienced. And God too, it seems like God would probably be consciousness itself. Like every living thing has God within it. Is both God collectively and individually consciousness. So I believe that. As a matter of fact, I believe those kinds of experiences are the best evidence for these types of things, like God, afterlife, reincarnation, heaven, hell, angels, demons, aliens. All that stuff I think is real. I was thinking about making a traffic ambience for sleep video. I figure since I'm on a busy street, I wouldn't have to go far to record. I'll probably maybe do that tomorrow. But for today, I just wanted to talk about what do I think about God, afterlife, angels, demons, heaven, hell, reincarnation. I think all of that exists. Because I believe in many past lives and future lives, there is no beginning to consciousness or end. That's why I think both heaven and hell, or any other afterlife experience, would be temporary. So hell would be purgatory, really. And heaven would be some temporary paradise as well. Because there would come a point where you'd spend however much time in the afterlife. Based on these experiences, though, they say time works differently on the other side. And that it doesn't actually exist, which kind of makes sense if you think about it, because if time did exist, then it either had a beginning or it didn't. And if it had a beginning, then how could it have began? But if it didn't have a beginning, how could anything exist if it would have to surpass eternity to exist? That makes me think time probably is an illusion, as well as space. Everything is inside the mind, the one universal consciousness, God, playing the role of an endless number of entities, both in the body and outside of the body. Humans, animals, angels, demons, ghosts. Sasquatch, which they say actually exists because some people have encountered things like that as well. Some people who get abducted by space aliens and then they're horrified by what they experienced. For all we know, this Earth could be an alien experiment. Maybe the world leaders are actually aliens in disguise. Not all of them, some of them, who knows? Speculation. So I just wanted to put that out there as far as what I believe. I believe in all that. God, which I think is consciousness itself. The afterlife, reincarnation, heaven, hell. There might even be various limbo existences where it's not exactly good or bad, it's just like a timeout basically, or somewhere in between. Maybe this world we're living in is like some sort of limbo in between heaven and hell, or it's just an incarnation for various lessons to be learned. If anyone is fascinated by near-death experiences, there's lots of research done about this. Or you could even go on YouTube, look up, people sharing what they experienced on the other side. Or there's even been books written about it too. People write entire books about what they experienced and their recovery. I even have one of them. It wasn't the first one of those I read either. It's like normally I just think about this world we're living in right now, but it's important to remember that this is not all there is. But it's very important to make the most of your time in this world. Because although the lives that people are living in this world is just a drop in the bucket from the grand scheme of things, you should still make the most of your time in this world. Because, this is what you came here for. You came into this earth to learn various things. This is what I think. Okay, have a good day. This was a deep discussion with Buddy the Cat today. Bye, YouTube. I'll probably be back tomorrow. Thinking I'll probably make a traffic video. Some people like the sound of traffic to help them sleep. So I can probably make one of those tomorrow. Okay, have a good day. Until tomorrow. Bye.